What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex, and I'm back with another reaction video here and review video as well. The review video will be right after the portion of this video, so be sure to stick around and watch that review if you feel up to it. But my reaction to Berserk Manga Chapter 1, The Guardians of Desire, will be in the pinned in the link below, so be sure to click that link, watch my reaction, come back to this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you all think of this chapter? But with that, let's dive into my review coming up next. Let's get it. So guys, let's get it started. We are diving into the manga and my review and thought of chapter 1, or part 1, of The Guardians of Desire, or part 1 at least. I enjoyed this part 1 for the most part. It was just pretty straightforward. It was just like, you know, Guts walking through, traveling through this spot here, and he happened to walk into an execution after it happened, and you know, they automatically, it's just one of those things. I feel like, per, you know, the chapter itself, that this happened way back when, like, you couldn't just like walk any old direction that you wanted to during these specific type of heightened moments of an execution and stuff like that. Like, it was like full-on control. The people could only do but so much in those moments, and if you even just looked at somebody the wrong way, you would automatically be taken to be to eat, for the most part, put to prison, but definitely basically like beheaded here, right? So, you know, with that, we then see that Guts, like I said, he walks in. The head, like, I guess, rolled. I don't think it, per what I saw per the chapter, I don't think it got thrown in his direction. When they cut the head of this person's head off, that it rolled in his direction. He picked it up and he just chugged it at you know, the ruler of this town here. But with that, interesting enough that he, because from what I could tell, like, the head didn't have the brand on it. I think Guts, looked like Guts did indeed. Yeah, I think he did. He put the brand on the middle of the head, tossed it at the ruler here, and of course he wipes his neck with it, the blood there with his fingers, and they automatically just, like, you know, you were a heretic, this, that, the third, blah, 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 you deserve to be taken and killed or whatever. But of course, now Guts, being Guts, he's going to be sitting up here, taking people out, killing them, getting rid of them, this, that, and the third, because they're, you know, they're in his way, they're intruding his space. You know, again, he wasn't, from my point of view, he wasn't bothering anybody, right? It just so happened that this occurred. Now, what I believe, though, too, is that I can also assume that Gus was maybe in the crowd and he saw it. He just didn't like what he saw, and he did that's the reason why he did what he did with the head. Again, I feel like the head probably did roll in his direction, and then he just picked it up and did what he did with the brand. So, you know, once all of this occurs, they did show the shadowy figure, whoever this physician person is. For a brief second I saw him, but once they showed him up a little bit later, it's just like, oh, okay, I thought I saw you in the background. But Puck popping up to kind of help Guts and save him was cool to see. Puck is not a useless character. I am enjoying Puck's character so far this early in the manga chapters. I do believe that, you know, Puck feels comfortable around Guts because Guts is definitely because Puck is an elf, Guts is a human being, and Guts, of course, can be able to defend himself when he needs to and protect himself and fight. So of course Puck's going to hang out with him so that just in case something bad happens, Puck doesn't feel defenseless himself. Now again, like I said, Puck doesn't seem to be too defenseless, right? You know, we see Puck getting grabbed, slicing people's wrists and stuff like that. This, that, and the third, doing like final flare, per like Krillin, if I remember, that's the term of the actual thing, where he flashes his body and blinds the person or people in front of him to be able to be useful even more. But once the physician pops in and he looked like he threw a bomb in the direction to be able to, or something, smoke bomb or something. He was able to actually get them to save them. But once we get down to the lair, we see that, you know, the physician is, yeah, he's living a little bit of more of an interesting life down here in this laboratory. This, get out of my laboratory, right? And you know, he's just sitting up there, just like chilling and doing his experiments, just weird stuff, right? But we found out that he, you know, his face is all discombobulated, right? It's distorted. He doesn't have a nose. Like, I think like he has a left side of his face, but not a right. He was bandaged up, and he just telling Gus, like, I want you to kill this specific person because they're getting on my nerves. They, you know, they killed, I think he said he killed my family and ate them or something like that, like the lord of the town there. And he said he wants you to do this. He did. I think that's what he told Gus, like, I want you to do the same thing, cut them to pieces like how he did my family. But when he says, like, I want to show you something, he has a secret lair, Puck is even one that talks about it, which is interesting. Of course, what are the odds that, yeah, there's a Balit there? Now, I questioned it in my reaction. And of course, if you haven't seen my reaction, you check it out in the link below. That it sort of reminded me of the Balit from the anime episode 1 when Gus was fighting the apostle. And again, I totally feel like I could be 99% wrong, where I thought that was the Balit from episode 1, and he was just like there or something, but showed up a little bit later after Gus had killed the apostle, and then he picked it up and grabbed it and took it with him. But like I said, I'm probably 99% sure that I'm wrong on that guesstimation. But you know, of course, Gus he's really his you know, emotions flare up because of course all this other stuff is starting to pop up. Griffith, the Band of the Hawk, you know, all that stuff, that the ending of what occurred at the end of the season of the 1997 version. So of course I know all that stuff is running through his brain there, right? So, you know, with that, I'm, you know, wondering what he's going to be saying. He's more than likely probably going to like grab and grip up the physician. That's usually what happens. They grab them and then it's just like, you know, put him against the wall. Like, where is she? Let me stop. Where did you get this Balit, right? So yeah, you know, like I said, pretty straightforward thing. Just like Gus just showed up, tossed the head, started the whole ripple effect of them trying to capture him and take him out and kill him and stuff, probably execute him and stuff, probably throw him in prison too before it got executing him. And then of course he goes into defensive mode. Puck shows up, physician shows up, saves him, and then he takes him to the lair and boom, you know, pretty straightforward, you know. So but my reading was roughly 17 minutes long. Hopefully that will be the case, but that's what I'm going to be doing going forward, guys, with these videos, just to see, definitely hope you all enjoy this journey with me as I'm looking forward to it. But I'm curious, wondering what dude got this Balit. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm gonna go on ahead and probably look to do the next chapter here of the manga. But with that, leave some comments in the comment section below, guys. What did you all think of this chapter when you first sat down and watched it the first time for this part 1 of the Guardians of Despair? Let's talk about some things if you feel up to it, and I will hopefully talk to y'all next time with more Berserk manga reaction and review videos to come. Peace, guys.